And we back. Did you miss me? Welcome back, my beautiful people. Yes, you here on another episode of the Golden Gemz. What is he? Podcast, baby. And yes, your one and only, the one, the man, the myth, the legend. And hey, are you ready for an episode? Are you ready for one of them ones? Because it's a lot that we got to get into today, folks. It's a lot that we got to talk about today. It's a lot that's going on around the league and around the NFL. And I would be remiss to remove if we didn't come in today to talk about it all. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you with that man, Deshaun Watson. With that man, Deshaun Watson, and that man, Shedeur Sanders, at the end of the day, this quarterback competition. Is it real? Is it true that the best man will win? Is it true that at the end of the day, Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders, they're actually really competing in a competition? Is this a true competition that we all can believe in? Is this a real competition that we can trust? Today, we're going to get into it all and more. But I need you to sit back, relax, grab your popcorn, grab a little snack or two, and hey, we're going to get into it all and more today. You understand me? So without further ado, let's get money. Yeah. My people. Oh, people. Welcome in. Welcome back. Welcome back. My people.
Hey, we live now, really.
Hold on. We live? Hold on. Can you see me? Mama! Hey, mama! We made it. What's going on, my beautiful people? Yes, welcome back in, man. Like I said, we got a lot to get into today. We got a lot of clips that I want to show you. The clips are always loaded, as you know. And today we're going to talk about one thing, and I can't even hear myself. Hold on, chat. Hold on, that's on me. I can't even hear myself. Hold on. Let me make sure the things are working in the studio. Hold on, chat. Hold on. We live? Can you? Yeah. Okay, I can hear myself. All right, we good. All right, but what's going on, my beautiful people? How y'all really doing out here, man? You know it's a lot that we got to get into. And today is day 12. Y'all. And the truth of the matter is this a real quarterback competition? Is this a real quarterback competition? Because I'm seeing some talks, I'm seeing some rumors, I'm seeing some things that's potentially giving me pause. That's potentially having me say, hold on. Is it true that what they say? Is this real? We haven't been hoodwinked, my beautiful people. We haven't been bamboozled. I dispelled that the other day. But the thing that we got to get into, the thing that we really got to get into is, can we trust Todd Monken? Can we trust the front office? Can we trust the Cleveland Browns organization as a whole to give us the truth and nothing but the truth and throw the best quarterback out there? I mean, hey, it's a good question. It's a plausible question. But before we get into those answers, I need you to do me one favor. Please. Do me this one favor, chat. You know what I'm going to ask you? Hey, y'all know I don't ask for much. Y'all know I do not ask for much. I don't. But please, do me this favor. This one favor, please. Please send this to your mommy, your daddy, your best friend of another friend, Lit Johnny, Lit Timmy. And don't forget about Lit Susie, too. You know Lit Susie need these gems as well. And you know, hey, you know Lit Josh used to move down the street from her. So make sure you send these gems over to her, too, and him. You understand me? But, hey, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the follow button. All right, don't keep all these gems to yourself either. Don't be selfish. Welcome in, my beautiful people. Let's see, hey, what's up in the chat? Hey, Coach said I'm ready. He said I'm ready. Call the narrative out, young man. Hey, I appreciate you, Coach. I appreciate you. Yeah, because at this point, hey, just know we holding the wrist up, baby. And with us holding this wrist up, hey, let me go. Can I roll the first clip? Is that allowed? Man, let's go ahead and get right into it. Roll the clip, production. Roll the clip, baby. Hold on. Can I roll the clip? The first one that I got loaded. I'm just excited to see my people in the building. Can we drop a bomb for y'all for always coming back and tuning in to your guy, to your boy? I appreciate you, baby. Hit that like button too for me. But without further ado, Shedeur, can you remind the people of how we really coming this season? Please do it.
It ain't gonna happen. So imagine, you know what a full offseason look like. It get dangerous.
And what do you hope to show against this Raiders defense, your teammates, yourself, and these Browns fans with their play today?
I'm who they've been looking for.
Woo! He said hey, hold on, chat. He said, y'all, hey, Cleveland, Shedeur said, hey, y'all, he is the one. He is the one, chat. He is the one that y'all been looking for. He is the one that y'all been waiting on. He is him. He said it, not me. He said it, not me. And you see the final picture right there. That man, Dion, and that man, Shedeur. Hey, Dion, we thank you, my guy. We thank you. But, hey, Shedeur, I know you said that Cleveland. I know you said that, hey, Cleveland, I'm the one you've been looking for. I'm the one you've been waiting on to lead you to the promised land. And Shedeur, we believe you, my guy. Don't ever think we don't. I'm a believer. I truly, truly believe. But the way these fans reacting, Shedeur, man, hey, watch this. Hey, Shedeur walking out to practice today, man. He just reminding the people. I'm just showing up day in and day out. I'm just ready to put in the work day in and day out. Look at this guy right here. He like a touchdown. Hey, he ain't the modern day Pied Piper, baby, but god dang, Shedeur, the fans love you, my guy. The city love you. You told them once upon a time that you the one they've been looking for. We rolled a clip back production. Look at him, he's still looking at his hands like he really touched me. Then we drop a bomb for Shedeur Sanders. And we love the kids. We love the kids. Look, he's still looking at his hand. Shedeur, they never already on the field. He's still looking. He really touched me. Dog. I just want to point out this. I just want to point out something, chat. Hey, what God got for you, baby, ain't nobody can touch it. Ain't nobody can do nothing with it. I just want to remind my chat, and I just want to remind the people in the back that what God got for you, baby, can't nobody do nothing with it. Can't nobody do nothing with it. And I'm starting with this because we easing into the day, chat. We easing into the day. You know I got the clips loaded. You know what that boy was doing today? Come on. I thought he couldn't do a spiral. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Another day, another dollar, and yet another day when we cooking. Tell him cut it out. Tell him if we ain't really cooking, then what we talking about. Tell him if I'm not really him, then what are we really talking about? Tell him to start putting some respect on my man's name. This is just the first clip, chat. Because it's another day, another dollar, and yet we still cooking. So what they gonna say now? What they gonna say, chat? Good play action. The free blitz is coming. Oh, it might have been a sack, but hey, he still got it out there. But who is number 79? Shedeur going with the twos today, but hold on. Let me pause this. Let's go back. Because I was just rolling the clip because I saw the pass, but I wasn't paying attention to the offensive line. Boy, what are we? See, this is what we can't do, chat. Hey, somebody give me that man's number. Who's number 79? God dang it. This is what we ain't going to be doing this year. We know we practicing with the twos, but you pushed them straight into him. What we doing? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That's still a dot, though. That's still a dime. Nevertheless, it's a sack, but that's still a dot. But goodness gracious. Today, yes, Shedeur Sanders is with the twos. And we see what that offensive line is looking like on at least the starting offensive line straight, chat. At least they straight. But that doesn't make a difference. Because two gonna cook regardless of who he with. And at the end of the day, I just want to show this one more time. Just one more time, and then we're going to get into today's video. We're going to get into today's topics, and we're going to get into dispelling, once again, the nonsense that I'm seeing. One more time, chat. My bad. Cover your ears. But, hey, we love the kids. When I saw this, dog, and I continue to see the kids' reactions to this man, dog, y'all got something special, Cleveland. Y'all got something special, Cleveland. He's one of one. Y'all got something special, Cleveland. My man, look at his face. Shedeur Shedeur changing lives with just a touch. He like, man, Shedeur touched me. I can go to the league now too. I got the league touch. The league touch. Look at his face. He's still in disbelief. Chat, we started off with some positivity today. It's been a lot of negativity, a lot of nonsense spread out there, chat. You know we holding up the wrist. You can call it meat riding. You can call it what you want, but baby, but please don't call me collect. Another day of meat riding. Hey, call it what you want, baby. I love it. I love it because at the end of the day, I'm a supporter. I am one who loves to see this. I am one who crowns the unfortunate, crowns the taken advantage of. I crown the ones who've been doubted. We got that chip on our shoulder, so you can call us whatever you want, but please don't call us collect. Stop playing with us. SO to, who was that? Rack Blue? SO to you, my guy. Because, hey, that comment, I appreciate you, big dog. Because you ain't got to be in the chat. You ain't got to be here, but yet you here with us. I appreciate it. Hey, chat, we're going to let everybody live today because we only spreading positivity today. That's why I started with this video. That's why I started. He's still in disbelief. He like, I ain't going to wash my hands no more. I ain't washing my hands for the next 5 days. Oh, I just had to show that, chat. All right, we're going to really get into today's topics because I know I'm asking a question today. With this Shedeur Sanders versus Deshaun Watson quarterback competition, the truth about this battle is that, y'all, we just getting started. The truth about what's going on is that at the end of the day, we are at the beginning. The Genesis is here and it's upon us. Oh my goodness. Because what they saying and what I'm seeing is two different things. What they saying and what I'm hearing is two different things. What they saying. Come on now. Who they fooling? Who they fooling? But I just want to remind y'all. of the people real quick before we really get into today's video. I just want to remind my chat about the people who we listen to and the people who we don't. The people who we listen to and the people who we don't. Talk to us, coach.
When we talk about competing for that job. And then Shedeur and what he was able to show last year. You know, he's still young. He has a lot of growth that he can still achieve, especially year 1 to year 2. I mean, he only started, 6-7 games last year. So, yeah, I think there's a lot to be excited about in that room. And I'm excited about the guys we have here. I mean, Monk said this in his opening press conference. I mean, you don't take a job if you're not excited about quarterbacks that are in the building. And it's more than one. You know, we're excited about Dillon. We're excited about Deshaun. Anytime you have a guy who has had the success that he's had,
Come on.
I mean, he's got to be part of the equation as far as when we talk about competing for that job. And then Shedeur and what he was able to show last year. He's still young. He has a lot of growth that he can still achieve, especially year 1 to year 2.
Come on. Year 1 is year 1 to year 2, chat. If you don't know, and football is where you see the biggest jump. Because the game starts to slow down a little bit. You start to, oh, okay, I know what's going on now. You start to move and feel a little different. You start to view things a little different. You start to block out all that nonsense and extraness. And then you start to cook like guys cooking. Shedeur, doing 707. He out there with who, chat? Doing 707 today. Shedeur Sanders got reps with the ones. Doing 707 today. Shedeur Sanders got reps with the ones. All right. Nobody's open. Going through the progressions. Hit the check down. I'm showing this clip for a reason. Even though it's 707. No pass rush. Nobody's coming at him. He's going through his progressions. He's processing. Because they keep saying that he can't process. They keep saying he doesn't know what he's looking at. Well, my good sir, I see a quarterback who potentially does know what he's looking at. I see a quarterback actually going through his progressions and finding his check down when nobody's open down the field and putting it right on him. Come on now. The linebacker went for the ball. That's a nice little gain right there. That's a nice little gain right there. That's to Sampson. But chat, I told you though, the people who we listen to, and this clip is from today, the people who we listen to, they wear the Browns gear. They sit behind a podium and they the ones who, you. What's your question? Huh? Those are people who we listen to. We don't listen to nobody else, chat. Nobody else. We dispel some of the nonsense that they spilling. We point out some of the nonsense that they saying, but we don't listen to nothing anybody else got to say. Let's go ahead and roll a clip. Mary Kay, you got to speak up.
I don't know if it's making the job difficult. I mean,
She basically asks, is this quarterback competition in this battle between Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders, is it making the job difficult for you since you don't have a starting quarterback yet? Mary Kay. You got a hell of a name, Mary Kay. I'm not going to lie. You got a hell of a name, Mary Kay. But you always stirring the pot up a little bit. But you're doing your job. But Mary, it's going to get to a point, man. It's going to get to a point. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know if it's making the job difficult. I mean, it's honestly been a joy to be around the whole offense this whole camp. Just the way. Okay, yeah. How difficult are they making the decision to choose a starter? I mean, we don't have to make it tomorrow, so I would say that's probably a question for another few weeks. But both guys are developing very nicely. We know they're different players, but the areas that they need to improve on, they've both done that, and that's been very encouraging.
And like he said, we don't need to do what? We don't need to make a decision tomorrow. We don't need to make a decision by tomorrow. We don't need to make a decision by tomorrow. The quarterback competition is alive and well. Shedeur Sanders is out there doing 7-on-7, throwing with the ones. We're getting the same treatment that Deshaun Watson was getting. Doing full pads on our day. Todd Monken said that, Deshaun Watson was just going to get some more reps with the ones, and then Shedeur would potentially, take the rest of them. Okay. That didn't happen. But today, it's Deshaun Watson's day with the ones, and we taking reps doing 7-on-7 with the ones. That's what I like to see. That's what we need to see, ain't it, Chet? We just need to get a fair opportunity to compete and let the chips fall where they may. Everything else is irrelevant. Everything else does not matter. Everything else is secondary. We just need a fair shot to go out here and ball like we know we can. Hold on, someday what? We ain't doing that one. Oh, my bad, chat. My bad. Oh, Denzel, you got to catch that. And right now, you might notice his last few games, Shedeur Sanders, his passes have been a little wobbly, as some might say. All right? Some might say Shedeur Sanders, his passes have been a little wobbly. Denzel Boston, you got to come down with that, young man. Shedeur Sanders, once again, putting the ball where only his receiver can get it. That's a dot. Denzel, I know you want the ones now, baby. That brings a little bit more pressure. But you gotta have that one, baby. This is a highlight we're supposed to be showing over and over and over and over again. But nonetheless, that's a dot, is it not, chat? Is that not a dot? Is that not what we want from our guy too? Putting the ball where only the receiver can get it. Dropping it where? Right in the bread basket. Now listen, chat. The receivers will drop passes. The quarterbacks will make bad throws. That is just the reality. That is just how the cookie crumbles sometime. But Shedeur Sanders is consistently, and when I say consistently, doing what he needs to do. And they saying, Shedeur, the ball is wobbly. Let's run this clip back a little bit more. Because now they saying he never throws a tight spiral. His ball is so wobbly. Well, let me give you a good explanation for that, chat. He never throws a tight spiral. If it's not the cadences, he can't say hot, 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 hot. He can't throw a tight spiral. He doesn't have the arm strength, but we see the arm strength. We see spirals. So what's going on? Somebody dispel it.
I've heard from people.
Hold on.
Around Shedeur, that he's actually dealing with a blister issue right now. People aren't being sensitive enough to the blister issue that he has on his hand at the current moment. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. It's what it is. So, like, there's a blister on his finger at the moment. I mean, we watched the man basically get degloved in the game against the Bears and still got there and try to play through it all. He's just a gamer. He's a gamer. Yeah, the ball's not going to be a perfect tight spiral when you have a blister on your throwing hand on one of your fingers. That's the reality of it.
I just think it's a ridiculous conversation to have.
He's still out there grinding. He's still out locating passes where they need to be.
This feels like sports talk.
He is still out there balling. Thank you for saying that. And thank you for saying he's still out there putting it where it needs to be. Because if it's not one thing that they're going to find to say something against us, it's another. If it's not this, it's that. Nah, dog. Don't matter what you try to throw at us. Don't matter what you try to say. Don't matter how you try to discount us. We're going to ball still.
Radio. The criticisms of Shedeur feels like sports talk radio from 10 years ago before, everybody started communicating about football. There's like 5 guys in the NFL that throw dots on every play that are perfectly the sexiest passes you've ever seen. And I have to give Lima a lot of credit here. This will not end in a shot.
Okay.
Lima making fun of calling one play a dime has allowed people to go, yeah, does Shedeur even throw the good football? And it's like, you guys, we've seen it. If you want to say, I don't know if Dillon Gabriel has the arm strength. Guys, I haven't seen it in an NFL game to say that he's got the subsequent arm strength. Shedeur, we've seen it. We just need to see him consistently on the other things, not the arm strength thing.
Right, good point.
Thank you. Great point. Great point to make. Great point to make, my guy. We need to see him with the other things. We need to see Shedeur Sanders do this. We need to see Shedeur Sanders do that. We need to see Shedeur Sanders do that. Well, the goalpost continues to move, sir. Every single day, I'm hearing Shedeur Sanders must do this. He must do that. He has to have proper cadence. He can't read the line. He can't change the plays. Blah, 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 blah. Cut it out. I'm not trying to hear none of it. None of it, chat. None of it. They can continue to play in front of our faces if they want to. They can continue to say this and that. But every time I cut on this screen, every time I come to y'all, chat, every time me and you are talking and we chit-chatting and we talking about it and we having conversations, all I see with my own two eyes, I spy with my little eye. Somebody out there consistently day after day, day in and day out. No matter the reps, no matter if we going with the ones, no matter if we going with the twos, all I see with my own two eyes is somebody out here balling, getting buckets. So they can say that. They can say this. They can keep on moving the goalpost. You can put the goalpost all the way on the other field. You can take the goalpost and put that thing in China. It don't make a difference. Because when it's time, our guy is going to consistently still come out and do what he is capable of doing. And that's balling. Balling. This is just doing 7-on-7. Light day in the office. Ooh, that's a good catch. That boy Wallace trying to make the squad, baby. That boy Wallace trying to make the squad. And y'all know I got the clips in HD for you. Y'all know I got the clips in HD for you today, chat. Can we put dubs in the chat for the clips being in HD today? For it being some good camera quality out there. Let's watch it one more again. Let's get money. Let's get money. And Shedeur Sanders, as you can see, that's Isaiah Bond, Harold Fanning. They even put Wallace out there with the ones. During 7-on-7, Shedeur got reps with the ones today. Nice and light day. 7-on-7, though. Wallace, that's a hell of a contested catch, man. We need to see more of that. We need to see more of that. But I want to go ahead now. I done showed you a few clips. We're going to get into some more clips. Deshaun Watson. Deshaun. Hey, Deshaun. We're back to interceptions. Deshaun. Can you come to the front of the congregation? I'm going to show you the whole clip, chat. We got it in 4K. We ain't seen no interception. Deshaun been cooking, but Deshaun, can you do this consistently day in and day out? You just throwing it. You hit the play action, but now you just throwing it. Deshaun, this is unacceptable. You've been cooking these last 4 days, so to speak. Everybody's saying it. But chat, I want you to know this quarterback battle. It won't be won today. It won't be won tomorrow. It won't even be won on this interception. I'm just showing you what I see, and I'm showing you the clips. But at the end of the day, if we're having a conversation, if we're really talking about it, the quarterback battle going to be won on Saturday. The quarterback battle going to be won on next week during the joint practices. The quarterback battle going to be won next Saturday when they play the Buffalo Bills. The quarterback battle going to be won when these games start coming. And chat, we a couple of days away. But Deshaun, we ain't seen this in a few days, big dog. Can't have it. Can't have it. At this moment right here, boom, you started rolling, and then you planted your feet anticipating that he was going to be open, anticipating that the play was just going to be there. You cannot do that. You see how he stops on the dime. You see it, and you stepping into the throw. Dog, it's one dude right there, the safety, and you got one dude underneath. He is not open. Hit the check down and throw it away. And then you sailed it. Chat, ain't nothing wrong with it. Shedeur throws interceptions. Deshaun obviously throws interceptions. It happens. You see Deshaun, he's out there with the first team offense. I'm going to show it one more time, and then we're going to move on, chat. All right? But, dog, Deshaun. The race was getting closer. You was closing it. You was closing the gap. I was hearing so much of this and so much of that. I was hearing so much of this and so much of that. But my guy, don't start slipping. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Because after that interception, chat, after that interception, Deshaun Watson bounced back the very next play. So we ain't going to be biased, chat. We ain't doing it. We ain't doing that, chat. We ain't doing that. We will not be biased. I'm going to always cut it straight down the middle. After that interception, Deshaun Watson comes and bounces back the very next play. The very next play. And that's what we want to see. How do you respond? Go ahead, check the wristband. Make sure you got the play correct. Take your time, Deshaun. Take your time, baby. Oh, shoot. I just wanted to show it in HD. My bad, chat. I quit. I promise I didn't mean that. I promise, chat. I promise I didn't mean it. I did not mean it. I just wanted to show you a little better camera quality for it. But I'm going to show you other clips, though, chat. I got you, didn't I? I did. But now you see it in 4K. You see it in HD. Ooh, he looked like the receiver. Boy, okay. But Deshaun, that's the wrong squad, baby. I quit, chat. Chat, I quit. I told you, I'm not being biased. All right? I'm calling it straight down the middle. All right? Deshaun did put up a good couple throws today. All right? My bad. You know I got to play with y'all a little bit. You know we got to have a little fun, though, man. Come on now. You know Deshaun going to still put it on Jerry. You know he going to find his favorite target. Yeah, there you go, Deshaun. Thread the needle, baby. Thread the needle, Deshaun. Dubs in the chat for Deshaun, man. Bouncing back. One interception ain't going, hey. It happens. It's practice. It's supposed to happen. Deshaun, I promise you, I didn't mean to play it back twice. I didn't. We stand on the clips today, chat. Because I got a lot of clips that I just want to show you. So we just going to roll through the clips. We're going to talk about what we see. All right, but we going to... There's some topics that we're going to get into. Just wait. But you see Deshaun Watson, he cooking, man. Now let's get back to Shedeur. Let's get back to our guy. Once again, Shedeur Sanders is going with the twos today. The QB tracker is still not out. Practice is still currently going on. Be patient. Good play action. Would have been a sack. Nice. Woo, but that's a hell of a grab, Denzel. That's a hell of a grab. It would have been a sack, chat. It would have been a sack. I'm calling it even. I'm calling both ways. Boy, this offensive line. Holy shit, though. What the Hey, I'm sorry. Excuse my French, chat, but what's going on with this offensive line with the twos? What are we doing? This is the second clip that I've seen like this. I understand they're blitzing. But, dog, we got to have better protection. We got to.
Nice.
We got to have better protection. All right, I'm showing this clip in 4K. I showed the other angle earlier. I'm showing this one in 4K. But, chat, looking at this angle, this is horrible. What is the offensive line doing? Y'all look like I don't even know what y'all doing. Cut. I'm cutting at least 5 people right there on this play. Cutting at least 5 people on this play, chat. They gotta go. Well, that's a nice little contested catch, though. That's a nice contested catch right there. But I'm cutting about 5 people. Not gonna lie to you. I'm cutting about 5 people. All right. But anyway. Next Deshaun Watson clip. I'm showing them back to back today, chat. We're going to get into some conversations, and we're going to dispel some rumors here in 2 seconds. But I want to show y'all as many clips as I can to start off with because we got a lot to talk about. What the hell? Deshaun, what is this? Tip passes happen, chat. Hold on. Oh, he got hit. He got hit too. Hold on. You can't hit the quarterback, baby. But Deshaun, what the hell? All right, we ain't going to judge this play too much, chat. We ain't going to do it. I'm going to run it back, though. We ain't going to judge this play too much. We ain't going to judge it too much. But, dog, what is that? What is that? What is that? But now, next clip in 4K. Next clip in 4K. Next clip in 4K. That's a sack, baby. That's a sack. Can't have that, Deshaun. But look at this offensive line. What are we doing? This is the first team offensive line right here, chat. I know it's a sack, but Jesus Christ, who's 71? Oh my man, what the hell are we doing? We can look like we could damn near going high speed. Y'all got goddamn full pads on. Y'all got goddamn full pads on. We can't have this. Not this year. Not this year, chat. I know the Browns defense is not slouches. They're not. This is not what we gonna have this year. 71, what the hell? Who is that? Who is that? Oh my goodness. Come on now. Hey, not gonna lie, chat. Not going to lie. All right? Offensive line got to be better than that. Offensive line got to be better. Must be better. All right? Must be better. But real quick, let's go ahead and get into this. We'll get back to the clips in 2 seconds, chat. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do around here, but I got to get into what our guy, Rich Eisen, said. Because he said a couple good points. He said a couple good things. And I'm going to make a couple points based off of what he said. And you're going to see how we wrap this thing in a bow.
About how the Browns are ready to roll if they have a quarterback. You know,
I'm hearing the same thing.
Harold Fannin, Quinshon Judkins, you know, Jerry Jeudy, if he can find his 2 years ago.
Too,
Casey Concepcion.
Boston.
Right. I mean, and then defensively, I understand that Myles Garrett is gone. We all do. But, you know, they didn't get a slouch in return. No. Who's going to be the quarterback is a crucial question.
Duh.
And this past weekend, Shedeur Sanders was supposed to get reps with the ones and then didn't. And it looks like, is Monken putting a thumb on the scale for?
And we dispelled that, right, chat? Monken ain't putting no thumb on the scale. Monken ain't putting no thumb on the scale. You know why, chat? Because when you got other quarterbacks who have good days and then they have bad days, you got other quarterbacks whose camp is going like this. I showed you a Deshaun Watson interception. Now let's look at Dillon Gabriel's. 2 quarterbacks have thrown interceptions so far today, and it's not Shedeur Sanders. So once again, Chad, I may ask you, who's the most consistent? This right here, this is a sack. Sandwich. Dunzo. You're capoodled. You're out of there. Your body is in the dirt if this is live. Offensive line, y'all, it's about 3 of y'all right here on one dude. What the? Dog, hey, the offensive line, hey, Todd, come to the front of the congregation. What are we doing? I know it's just the threes. But this is nasty work, chat. The defense got another one. You heard him, another one. Who didn't throw an interception today, chat? Asking for a friend. Who's been taking care of the ball all camp? Asking for a friend. Because even though that's a sack, Dillon, what the hell is you doing? What are you looking at? Dog, you got hit the goddamn dude. It's 1, 2, 3 in the safety right there, in the corner right here. You was not, actually, Dillon, they was talking about you, you know, getting in front of Shedeur. Dillon, they was talking about you being, you know, moving up in that quarterback 2 spot. They was talking about Shedeur about to be third string. So I must be confused. I must have it wrong, chat. Do I? So with that being said, Dillon, Mr. Gabriel, Mr. Gabriel. Nah, dog. Nah, dog. We ain't gonna do this. We ain't gonna do this. But Dillon, I like the way you bounce back, though. We gonna show the bad, chat, but we gonna also not be biased. I tell you this all the time. I'm calling it down the middle. Every time. Every time. So, Dillon, that was bad. That was real bad. You first of all, it was going to be a sack, so it wouldn't never happen anyway. But regardless, Dillon, we ain't going to do that. But the next very play, Dillon out here, woo, letting it go, boy. Like, how the hell he get that wide open? Did they just not play defense on this play, chat? Somebody on the defense going to get fired, boy. Somebody getting cut today. Somebody getting cut today, chat. How the hell? Boy, hold on. What he start off with? I want to see the beginning of this play. We don't got it, but he's right here. You got 1, 2, 3, and then I'm sure the safety back there. Ain't nobody see him? Nobody? Nobody? Hey, at least he put it on him, though, because Dillon almost missed that. Because if he would have missed that wide open pass, that would have been bad. Dillon, I would have been talking mess all day. I'm not going to lie to you. But you hit him. Dillon, hey, that's a TD. Dillon going to have a TD on the tracker today, baby. But you can also have an interception. Can't do it, Dillon. If you battling for reps, baby, we can't. Hey, we got to be steadfast. You got to be Mr. Consistent. We can't have it both ways. Dillon, we can't do it. We can't do it. We can't. We can't. But hey, it's okay, Dillon. It happens. It happens. But if we can get back to Deshaun Watson, because now I got a better angle of that one play I just showed you. We're going to show this, and then we're going to show Deshaun Watson some love, chat. All right? We're going to show this, and then we're going to show Deshaun Watson some love. Ooh, that was Jared Verse on that play. That's what happened. Jared said, I don't care what you said. We going full speed. Jared, you got to stay off the QB, though. But, hey, you parental Pro Bowl. You know, you don't got to do that. That should have been an interception right there. They should have caught that, though. Not even going to lie to you. Y'all got to catch that one. Y'all got to catch that one. But the whistle blew, so they stopped. That's damn near interception, too, right there, chat. Just saying. But I'm showing this just to say and just to show you that the very next play, Deshaun Watson. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. If you doing this, hey, we here for it. We here for it. We here for it. That boy Isaiah Bond gonna do that about once or twice a game, chat. That boy Isaiah Bond gonna do it about once or twice a game, chat. Hey. That's a sack damn near, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a sack, chat. I don't know what the hell. Let's look at the beginning. Offensive line, what the you got to set the protection. This should be max protection. You got damn near 8 people in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 7 people in the box. Deshaun, it's 5 offensive linemen. And you got 7 rushers. Max protect on this play. I don't know how. I don't know. Damn, Fannin, you ain't touch him. See, Fannin, this not dog. You can't. What the fuck? Hey, chat. Oh, excuse my French. I don't like the curse, especially not on stream. But God, Fannin, this your fault. It's a sack because of you. What are we doing? Hey, oh, no, you just what? If you don't put an arm on him, just throw him off his route just a little bit. Get the quarterback some more time. You practice how you play. We can't have that. From the offensive line to this play, chat is looking pretty sloppy today. I don't know what's going on. Deshaun is still a nice throw. You would have been sacked. But Harold, This is what we not gonna do. That's what I know it's Williams, but that's what we not gonna do. Chip him. Chip him. You give him a free what? Deshaun Watson is dead on this play. If this is live, oh my goodness. I know when they get back to the film, boy. Oh, boy. Dog. No, my friend. No. No. We're going to show it one more time, then we're going to move on, chat. That's a nice little ball. But we see what would have happened. That's a sack, god dang fumble. Waiting to happen. I don't know what's going on with this offensive line today. From the 2s to the 1s, chat. This is not good. This is not good. But they saying after Deshaun Watson threw the interception in the first period of 11-on-11s, the rest of his practice has looked good. Deshaun Watson has balled the rest of practice. But you know who also? You know who's also balling consistently? Day in and day out? I got two. We're going to get to one more clip, and then we're going to get back to Rich Eisen. But, chat, the offensive line today is looking piss poor. I'm not going to lie to you. This is what we not going to do, and this is what we can't have. We need the offensive line gelling right now. We need them being goddamn consistent together. And right now, the offensive line is looking piss poor, and that's not okay. That is not okay. It's not. All right? But let's go ahead and get into it real quick. Shedeur Sanders in 11-on-11. Nice little pass. But that's another sack. That's another sack. How many sacks have I shown y'all today, chat? I know the Browns defense. I know they like that. Shedeur Sanders is going with the 2s today. I get that. That's a sack right there. Who the hell is this? Dog, if you don't goddamn chip this goddamn defensive lineman coming right at you, chip him. You don't even touch him. Chip him, because that's the guy who ultimately makes the sack. What are we doing? What are we doing? That's the second tight end I've seen not even touch somebody. We ain't going to do this year. We ain't going to do it. I'm just saying, chat, you see what I see. Because if we looking back at if he chips him, he slows him down, and this play is not a sack. But by him not chipping him, he's leaving him to this offensive lineman who this is damn near his second horrible rep all day. Who the hell is that? Hey, Chad, who is number 79? Because he looks horrible. We got to get him cut. I'm sorry. Dog, you pushing him right into the... Dog, get him out. Hey, that's it. That's it. Lazy offensive line play. You practice how you play. It's a lot of, also, chat, it's a lot of people out. Denzel Ward did not practice today. A few offensive linemen did not practice today. But, dog, the offensive line is looking horrible today. We've seen multiple clips of this. This is what we not going to accept. And this is what we not going to do. No, we ain't going to have it. But anyway, let's go ahead and let those clips cool off for a second, chat. Let's let those clips cool off for 2 seconds. Because I want to get back to what Rich Eisen said. Let's get back to Rich. All right, let's get back to Rich. And let's go ahead, be a reminder to why Todd. Let's be a reminder to why we only listen to certain people. And then we only listen to Todd Monken when it comes down to understanding who's going to be quarterback one of this team and how this QB battle is really going to shake out. Next clip. Let's get back into it. I'm going to let you finish, Rich.
For Deshaun Watson now? Is that what's going down?
Shedeur's going to go today with the 1s, unless on the way out I change my mind, and then he won't. Okay, just like any other player in terms of how we rotate them. And the bottom line is the speculation, which I find kind of funny, is as long as we're still sharing reps, it's a competition.
As long as we still share reps, It's a competition. Chat, as long as they still sharing reps, it is a competition. Because there was a good point made earlier, and I won't say by who, but it was a good point made earlier that at the end of the day, the number one offense, they should probably be practicing together. It should probably just be them. So that way they can start to get a feel for each other and they can really start to get a feel for what's going on and plan together. Understanding one person's cadence, understanding this, that. Okay. We get that. We get all that. But at the same time, dog, let this competition play out.
Would not make any sense. That's what we're doing, Spencer. Thus, we're up in Denzel's reps. I promise you, I'll tell you. When I know what we're going to be doing, you'll know. So at the end of the day, today, as far as I know, Shedeur's going with the ones, and then Deshaun the next day, and then Shedeur will get Wednesday with the pads on.
Have you decided who?
Shedeur, he said Shedeur going to get Wednesday with the pads on as far as with the ones. They went full pads today. And I showed you during 7-on-7. Shedeur today during 7-on-7. That boy, he got in his bag a little bit. Because he was with the ones. I showed you a couple clips of it. We're going to get back into it here in a second. I promise you. Real quick, not to interrupt you, Todd, but they said Shedeur, he's a pocket passer. They said Shedeur, when he's out there, he can't run. He can't move. He's a sitting duck. They said Dillon Gabriel's quicker on his feet than Shedeur. Oh, okay. We're going to get back to Rich in a second. Woo! Okay. Hey, that's a good little game about 5-10 yards right there, chat. Hey, our boy. Hey. That's a good little game about 5-10 yards right there, chat. Boom, DN crashes down. You see him. Pull it. Out of there. Good block by this wide receiver right there. Out of there. Cut it up or hit the sideline. Hey, we like that. DN crashes down. Keep it. We go. Good gain about 5-6 yards right there. But I thought he wasn't mobile. Thought he couldn't run. Oh, okay. That's a good block right there by 20. Who was that? 23? Oh, 83. Come on, chat. Hey, all in one practice, we always dispel just about everything. Don't we? Don't we, chat? Come on, baby. Let's watch it one more time. DN crashes down. He got to keep it, get up the field. Ooh, I like it. Something light, though, chat. That's light. Let's get back to it.
We're back.
I have not. I anticipate the next couple of days. I'm kind of going through. They're each going to start a game. One's going to start one game. The other one's going to start the other.
Okay.
One's going to start one game. The other
in terms of an announcement, I would think. Although, who knows with Todd Monken? He's just basically like, that's my plan. I could walk out of here in 2 minutes, and I'll change my mind.
Okay.
He's just a couple of steps away from the famous Kyle Shanahan. We may not be here on Sunday. So he's just a couple steps away from a meteor could come and hit us.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
So who knows? Again, I just seem to feel that at the end of the day, I know Monken is new there, and I know that they want to give him the reins, one would think, in a healthy organization. The coach makes the decisions, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how Deshaun Watson is back from his Achilles, and if he is healthy, and he does have the physical traits remotely close to what he used to have, the amount of capital and time that they have flushed into the toilet.
Yeah, all 5 seasons. All 5 seasons that they flushed into him, being in the twilight. In all 5 seasons, he only played 19 games. Just a reminder. But continue, Rich.
For this guy, and over this guy, and concerning this guy, mandates they see one last shot. Unless Shedeur Sanders is blowing the doors off the place, and I said this on the Overreaction Monday, that Monken cannot look everybody in that locker room in the eye and say, we're starting somebody else.
And he just said something key, chat. Who was blowing him out the water before the tracker started looking a little suspicious? Before the tracker started looking a little bit like AI. Just saying. Before Mary Kay started saying, Oh, we need to make Deshaun feel better about himself. Give him some good light routes. Let him go with the ones a little bit more. And we did it. We did that. But our side, our guy's still cooking. And if you haven't seen this, I highly recommend going to watch it. I ain't gonna lie, I watched the chat. All right, Shedeur Sanders trying to look for a barber out there in Cleveland. I watched it, and I was highly entertained. This was a hell of an episode. Look at how this kid even looking at Shedeur. He like, man, that's really Shedeur Sanders. But y'all know who this man sitting right here is? That's Tevin Jenkins, Browns offensive guard. You know why he showed up for his player? He's not the only one. Taylor Wallace was there too.
What type of cut are you getting?
I'm going to get a 6 all around. Then I got a low tape. We're going to line up the beard.
Can you do that?
Yes, I can.
I like the head beard. This is creative. It makes me want to get a cut by him already. I ain't gonna lie, he looks very professional.
I appreciate it.
Big dog, how you feeling? Feeling good, man. Made me feel confident back there, man. Something about that extra light that got on his head. He getting precise back there.
All right, so break us down what you're doing right now, bro.
Hey, so we're setting our bottom guideline in. We're about to go in half guard, half close, and then we start blend up.
Oh, that's great technique. Great technique. Do your haircuts usually boost aura?
Yeah, for sure.
How you feel, bro?
He said that your haircut usually boosts aura.
I'm feeling great. I'm confident.
No, Chad, I'm sure there's for a reason, though. Be patient.
This is a guard right here.
All
right, so
hey, we did a low taper, lined up the front, faded the beard in, and brought the beard down with the 2 guard with the grain.
You know, I was skeptical at first. You know, hey, man. He gave me this barb. I was like, hey, now. But, hey, he proved to me that he knows what he's doing. He looks great.
What would you rate your haircut 1 out of 10?
1 out of 10? I'd get 9.3.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That video, that whole little scenario with them picking the barbers, it was funny. It was entertaining. Go ahead, go watch it. But I'm short on that for a reason. Y'all saw who was sitting in that chair? Did y'all see who was sitting in that chair? I'm just asking for a friend. Did you see who was sitting in the chair? That's one of his teammates, ain't it? One of the guards. He also had another one of his teammates there, in Taylor Wallace. And all that to say what Rich just said 2 seconds ago. Let's listen back.
On the Overreaction Monday, that Monken cannot look everybody in that locker room in the eye and say, we're starting somebody else. If the team sees this kid is the guy, if this kid is the leader, if this kid has outplayed and outcompeted Deshaun Watson, then he's going to have to give it to Shedeur. But if it's apples to apples, I think
So if the locker room is saying that they believe in this young kid, if the locker room is continuing to show up for this young kid in ways that they don't even got to. You heard Shedeur Sanders, he went to the Christian retreat with Carson Schlesinger and them boys. You heard how close Quinshon Judkins and Shedeur got when he got injured last year. You heard how that locker room feels about this man. So, Rich, you make one hell of a point, my guy. Because how can Todd really go out there and put Deshaun in front of us and start Deshaun if he's not been outperforming Shedeur, if he's not been looking better than Shedeur, and if Shedeur Sanders has the ears and the vote of everyone in the locker room? It can't and won't happen. Because if our guy continues to cook how he's been cooking, if he continues to cook how he's been cooking, it's an easy decision. It's a very easy decision. It's a decision that's not really debatable. It's a decision that we really ain't got to talk about. But Rich Eisen, I'm going to let you finish.
Just going to go and say, one last shot with Deshaun Watson and see how that works. And if it doesn't work, then they are officially done. And they at least got a chance to see it. And Shedeur can go from, week whatever out and see what happens. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out.
Hold on. I'm going to replay it for one last time.
Unless Shedeur Sanders is blowing the doors, that's Achilles. And if he is healthy and time, that's earning this guy mandates they see one last shot. Unless
it don't mandate that they see one last shot. Deshaun Watson got his $200+ million. Deshaun Watson, his career in Cleveland as we know it is over and should be over. We appreciate him being a backup because we know Dillon Gabriel's career backup. But we appreciate him backing up our guy just in case something happens. But you said it already, Rich. I just need you to say it one more time.
Shedeur Sanders is blowing the doors off the place, and I said this on the Overreaction Monday, that Monken cannot look everybody in that locker room in the eye and say, we're starting somebody else. If the team sees this kid is the guy, if this kid is the leader, if this kid has outplayed and outcompeted Deshaun Watson, then he's going to have to give it. But if it's apples to apples,
I'm just saying. He said it, not me. It's not apples to apples. It's not. It's not. I got eyes just like you got eyes, chat. I see clearly just like you. And what I spy with my little eye is somebody being consistently consistent. What I spy with my little eye is somebody consistently showing up day in and day out. Deshaun, you're looking all right. You ain't looking bad. You haven't been looking bad at all. At all. Proud of you. We're proud of you. But 9 picks in 12 practices? Damn near averaging a pick every practice. Damn near averaging a pick every practice. And I hate to bring up old-ish. I hate to go ahead running back. But I'm going to go ahead and show some good clips too. Oh my goodness. They trying to get me copyrighted for real. Production. It's okay. Oh. Can't have that though. Can't have that though. But I must say, after Deshaun Watson threw this interception, hey, he started cooking. He started cooking. But our guy didn't need to throw an interception. Our guy didn't need to throw an interception to start cooking. He didn't need to throw an interception to start cooking. Oh. Nice little screen pass. Something light. Something light. Something light. Nice little screen pass. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. Nice little screen pass. You know, nothing crazy. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. But, Watson, we still need you showing up day in and day out. We need you to be consistently consistent. Because we need Shedeur Sanders being at his best when he hit that field. Oh, my goodness, chat. Oh, my goodness. I cannot. Boy. This is a bad angle. But you see Deshaun. Hint Denzel being consistent. A little bit. We appreciate that. But chat, y'all know how we rolling. We've been doing this every day. Every day. Day in and day out. It is not debatable. It's not. It's not. So, Deshaun, we appreciate you. Continue to make us better. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. The Browns defense, though, I'm not going to lie to y'all, chat. Browns defense, if we can take a pause from the Shedeur Sanders topic, the Browns defense out here really looking like them. The Browns defense really ain't out here getting fooled by nothing. This is an orbit motion. Orbit motion, and the Browns defense was all over it. We gonna watch it back a few times. Orbit motion, and the Browns defense ain't playing with nobody. Let's watch it again. Come on, man. Really, I blame the offensive line, though. Because, dog, y'all, like, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? He getting, bro, before he even get the ball, somebody right there in his face. Who's 71, chat? Who's 71? Because, oh my God, the offensive line looks so lazy today, man. They look so lazy. Like, what are we doing, bruh? Yeah, we supposed to be talking about Shedeur and Deshaun, the QB battle, but God dang, this is pissing me off. The more and more I see it. Come on, man. Can't have it. Can't have it. Can't have it. Anyway, chat. Anyway, can I get you another clip, please? Is that allowed? Is that okay? Hey, Boog. Hey, Boog. If you don't know who Boog is, go ahead and do your research. Boog is a part of Shedeur Sanders, the squad, and the team. We respect Boog. We got love for Boog. Boog, what you got to say? What you got to say, Boog, about all the nonsense that we hear?
Sometimes I sit back and I just be wondering, why does the media be trying to kill Shedeur so bad? Why they go out their way to try to kill him so bad? And when he do well, they don't ever want to just give him his props flat out. There's always some underlying, undertone BS. Why they just can't give a young fella his props? And I be sitting back and I think. Again, these are my thoughts, not Shedeur thoughts. I haven't talked to him in some days. I'm letting him do his thing. I'm staying out the way. Clearly, I'm at my house. I'm in Florida.
I'm in Florida.
I'm not in Cleveland. So, yeah, I'm in Florida. So I've been wondering, like, why? And I had to think about it because you know why? Because last year when he took over, they like to try to hold that against him when they know it was a handicap match. They knew all his best targets was out. His top O-lineman was out. You know what I'm saying? His running backs was out. You know, top O-lineman was out. Again? You know, top O-line targets was out. Knew all his best targets was out. They knew all his best to hold that against him when they know it was a handicap match.
Last year they knew it was a handicap match, didn't they, Bud? They do.
They knew all his best targets was out. His top O-lineman was out. You know what I'm saying? His running backs was out. All this, you know what I'm saying? They knew he was at a disadvantage.
You ain't lying, Bud.
So now, and they thought that's who he, you know what I'm saying, what they was going to get from him. But this year when he came into camp, sharp, crisp, winning the competition, off the rip, day after day after day after day after day. Then
after day after day after day. My bad, Boog. I just had to add to that.
It became like, oh, we can't give him credit. No. This boy really can play. He really can play. So you know what? Let's try to create these narratives and build these narratives around him that his people are to this, or his fan base is this, or he can't do this. Let's just keep building these narratives. That's why they speak on him every day, every single day, to try to spin that media wheel to create a narrative that ain't really what it is. And I'm a true believer that the people in the building know that. They're doing their job to their best ability. They're making sure that the team is being prepared from all angles to do what they need to do to go be successful and win games. But the media,
what about the media, Boog?
It's scared because now they see, oh, he got real weapons. He really could ball. Oh, that's why. Oh no, let's wait till the pads come on. Those are just shorts and shells. Oh, the pads came on and he got better. Oh no.
Ooh, you said it. Pass came on, Boog, and he still kept getting better. Hey, Boog, the pass came on, and he still was cooking. What they gonna say after the preseason games, chat? Boog do got a nice crib. That's on the Boog crib, man.
Oh wow! Oh, this kid really can play. What are we gonna say next? It all come down to that, man. At the end of the day, a lot of people that said a lot of bad things, and they don't want to backtrack, or they don't want to have to apologize for the things they said. So yeah, they got to keep continuously going down this rabbit hole of excuses and nonsense of trying to create something that ain't really there. And again, that's why I'm chilling. Like I tell y'all, LIPO, baby, let it play out.
He said LIPO. LIPO, chat. Let it play out. Let it play out. Let it, say it again, Boog.
LIPO, baby. Let it play out.
Chat, didn't I tell you what we was doing from here on out? Didn't I tell you what we was doing from here on out? We doing this and we doing this. Chat, we doing this and we doing this. Ain't no more extraness. Ain't no need to continue to go back and forth. No need for it, chat. No need. Why? Why? Because when the cream rises to the top, we gonna see. We gonna see. But we can't let it play out because we always got people with their own takes. The internet gonna do what the internet gonna do. Next clip.
There's a lot of people out there that believe it's.
Hold on. Let me put Bully back on for 2 seconds. Hold on. Gotta get the audio right. Get back to it. My bad, chat.
Starting Shedeur Sanders is the better call than starting Deshaun Watson.
It is.
Don't believe, though, is that Todd Monken is going to give it to a second-year pro. Like, clearly, that's what people like Zach that are there every day and people like myself that we've now been around Todd Monken and we've seen this. I think we're just starting to believe that Monken cares about whether or not a veteran gets the first crack at it, whether or not that veteran actually is the best option for this team. Now, someone like Coach Riz will go back on the idea of Deshaun Watson gives you the best chance to start in Jacksonville week 1. It doesn't mean he gives you the best chance to start in week 8 necessarily, but in week 1, because he's a veteran, he gives you the best chance. I just flatly disagree with that statement, though.
Yeah, I mean, and I think you commented on this as well, what transpired from like Wednesday of last week on, where it just felt like everybody wanted to fall back on their Deshaun takes of, oh, clearly it's been Deshaun this whole time. It's like, even Thursday when we were out here, Deshaun had a nice practice. Shedeur was still the better quarterback.
He was better quarterback on Thursday. Yeah, and that's like, funny about that.
What happened?
See, that's what they seem to forget about. Boog said it. They said it. I said it. Other people have said it. G. Bush said it. Titus said it. There's a lot of people that didn't say it. But say it again.
Even Thursday when we were out here, Deshaun had a nice practice. Shedeur was still the better quarterback.
What? So what are we really talking about? What is really the debate? Oh, okay.
He was
better
still
quarterback
making better
on
plays.
Thursday. Yeah, and that's
like,
funny about that.
What happened here?
I'm just saying, Chad, what we consistently talking about? Even Jason Lloyd. Even Jason Lloyd came out and said that, hey, Shedeur has looked better. So what's really the topic? Y'all don't want to see the man play that bad? Because even though this was a drop, man, what a ball. What a ball. Oh, he put it in the wrong spot. Chad, he put it in the wrong spot, right in the hands. Goddamn. He did miss Gage Larverdale on a long pass. I'm going to show that one too. All right. He put this one on the money, though, but it wasn't a catch. Oh. That's just a good defensive play, man. That's just a good defensive play. Ooh, he would have caught that. Chat, I know he didn't catch it, but I'm going to still play it back multiple times. Because this damn near was one of them throws. It damn near was one of them throws of the day. Oh, he still almost caught it too. But anyway, moving on. Let's get to Deshaun Watson. Deshaun. Oh, my goodness. They trying to get me fired up out of here, boy. Deshaun, we see you. That was a nice little pass right there, right over the linebacker head. Hey, that's nice right there, Deshaun. I like that. Looked like you were throwing to Isaiah, but nah, you hit the right. Oof. But that was damn near interception, though. But it wasn't. He caught it. Great pass, great catch. Great pass, great catch. Nice throw, Deshaun. Chat, you know we ain't biased up in here. You know we ain't biased just a little bit, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just a little bit. But you know we gonna show love to both sides still. It really is still a QB competition. And that was still a nice throw. We gonna always give credit where credit is due. It's only right. It's only right. It's only right. The QB tracker is on the way, chat. It's on the way. All right? But is it okay if we continue to watch these clips? You know I got something else we got to get into. But is it okay if we continue to watch these clips? Is that okay? Can we take a sidebar real quick? Can we take a sidebar? They out here saying we tanking for Arch. Dog, Arch, leave him where he at. Because he still got a lot to prove on that football field. Leave him where he at. It is an incomplete pass, though. Yes, it is. It was an incomplete pass that I showed over and over again. But at the end of the day, I liked it. It was a great incomplete pass. We even showed Deshaun Watson some of his incomplete passes that were nice. It'd be like that. But at the end of the day, this light day in office. QB tracker will be out here in 2 seconds. We're going to go over it. Be patient. No wide receiver tracker, y'all. But Denzel Boston is leading in training camp. Let's go ahead and go over this real quick. I want to pull this up. Daniel Fousier just said this. And real quick, before we get into more clips, I want to show this. Daniel Fousier just tweeted this out. And I told y'all the other day that y'all Cleveland Browns fans, y'all are lucky because y'all got 2 of them. KC Concepcion, he's gonna come on a little bit slower than Denzel Boston. But it's no wide receiver tracker. But if it is one, or if there was one, Denzel Boston leads the training camp in targets and receptions. Denzel Boston, if I got my money on it, if he stays healthy all season, I would definitely put my money on that boy. They ain't not going damn near for over 1,000 plus yards. I would put my money on it. His rookie season. Getting over a band. I will. That boy has been cooking. Y'all got y'all 1 of 1. He coming into the league already saying it's gonna be bully ball. And we seeing highlight after highlight after highlight of it being some bully ball. That's what we want to see. That's what I like to see. Period, point blank. I am here for it. I consistently want to see it. Y'all wide receivers are going to be good. But real quick, I just want to hit on that real quick because I just wanted to reiterate that Denzel Boston is going to take off this year for y'all. Period, point blank. He will. Factual. Now, Mikey McNuggets, you made a good point earlier, and I want to bring it to my people. Say what you got to say.
But I tried to do my best to figure out if Todd Monken historically has had a complicated offense. So I went back. Every year he's been an offensive coordinator in the NFL and found where his team ranked in the most pre-snap penalties each season. And I thought it was, I'm not sure it's telling. I'll give you the numbers, but you guys can tell me if you can find any correlation between the numbers. Last season in Baltimore, the Ravens had 39 pre-snap offensive penalties. That was the 21st most in the NFL. So not bad. In 2024, they had 47 pre-snap offensive penalties. That ranked 17th most.
So let me show y'all this graphic. So what he's talking about right now is Todd Monken's resume. And with Todd Monken's resume, basically he wanted to do the research to figure out, is Todd Monken's defense, or not defense, but is his offense really that complicated? Because everybody's been saying, oh, the quarterbacks, it's so many penalties, it's so much this, it's so much that, it's so much this, it's so much that. Well, dog, if I'm being honest, if we talking about it, if we having a conversation and discussion about it, hey, is it really that complicated? Let's figure it out.
In 2023, it was 35. The 20th most, so his 3 years in Baltimore, 21,
this is
17, and 20th. And then his one season in Cleveland in 2019, they had 40 pre-snap penalties, which was the 12th most. Obviously, we know that season was a bit chaotic. Freddie Kitchens, that whole experiment did not work. But he's been about middle of the pack from an offensive coordinator standpoint, from a play caller standpoint, in terms of his teams and how frequently they commit pre-snap penalties. So I don't think it's 100% to blame in any one individual area. It's definitely spread out across everybody because it's a full team operation, but it also shows, and the numbers prove it, Monken's offenses are pretty complicated, and it takes a lot to kind of understand, to learn, and especially when you're going through it for a first time.
And that's the point I wanted to make. They are going through Todd Monken's offense for the very first time. This is all brand new. It is only 2 weeks into camp. So for there to be reports that Shedeur is behind, Shedeur is not comprehending the information, Shedeur is having all these false snap penalties, it's so many things, that the cadences, he can't get it right, this and that. Dog, just week 2 of training camp. They haven't played a game yet. Week 2 of training camp. They haven't played a game yet. What are we really talking about? New offense, new whole offensive line, new whole offensive staff, new head coach. What are we really talking about? Let everything play out. But I wish other people would let it play out, because other people, they just talking. And when they talk, it makes no sense. And when they talk, they talking out of both sides of their mouth. And when they talk, we got to stop listening.
I think we have to be a little more lenient and not get too crazy.
Finding those numbers. I think Todd would say, hey, 2 a game is too many. That's just league average. For just $67, you can generate.
And just like that, we off the clip. And just like that, we off the clip. Hold on, chat. What we got going on? Hold on. Let's bring my people back in. But I just wanted to bring that up, and I just wanted to play that video for a reason, because it's so much nonsense. It's so much extraness. And before we get into Deshaun Watson's next clip, because I like this clip by Deshaun Watson, so we're going to show it. Before we get into this next clip, I like this clip by Deshaun Watson a lot. But if we're going back to the conversation at hand, if we're going back to the topic at hand, this is a new complete offense. Whole new offensive line. They brought nobody from the offensive line back from last year. They brought nobody back from the offensive line from last year. They have a whole new head coach, whole new offensive coordinator. Everything is new. So I'm not caring about the reports that I'm hearing, baby. I'm not. I can care less. It's a fact. Because it's going to take time for everyone to gel. And then it's even harder to gel when you're in a quarterback competition and when you're switching reps every single day between the 1s and 2s. That might make it a little bit more difficult to start gelling. When your offensive lineman is switching out every single day because you're still trying to figure out who's going to play center, who's going to play right guard, who's going to play left tackle, who's going to play right tackle. It's going to take time. So all the nonsense that we continue to hear about this, all the nonsense that we continue to hear about that, all of it is irrelevant. It's 2 weeks into camp. Relax. We 12 days in. 12 days in. It's going to be some complications. It's going to be some mistakes. But it brings me back to the point at hand. It brings me back to the major topic. It brings me back to what everybody needs to understand. Is that at the end of the day, hey, I'm not caring about what's going on. I'm not caring about what everybody else said. We going to let it continue to play out like Boog say. In today's QB tracker, if we looking into it, if we talking about it, today, training camp day 11. I mean, not training camp day 11, training camp day 12, but August 11th. That's crazy how it kind of just match up like that, but they started on the 31st, so that's why it's a little off. But training camp day 11, 12 days in. Shedeur Sanders, 17 for 25, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Deshaun Watson, 20 for 29. Hey, that's his best stat line I done seen on his QB tracker, if I'm being honest with you. But 1 TD, 1 interception. Dillon Gabriel, 1 TD, 1 interception. So the other quarterbacks, they had, solid days. The other quarterbacks, they did all right. All right. They did, right? Even Deshaun. Before we get back to the QB tracker, even Deshaun with this play. I like this. I like this moving up in the pocket. I like that. Offensive line actually held up, but that's because the defense dropped in the cover 4, cover 2, it looks like. They dropped into coverage. That's not a sack because he stepped up. Hit that back foot, boom, get up. You feel the pressure, get up. Warren probably being a little bit quicker, a little bit sooner, a little bit more of a smoother movement, stepping up in the pocket, probably getting it out a little bit faster, right? But we'll take that. 71 actually doing his goddamn job on this play. That's up to Deshaun Watson. Very nice. Very nice. But Deshaun Watson, you got damn near 9 interceptions in 12 practices. Dillon Gabriel, you damn near got 6 interceptions. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But who consistently continues to be consistent? Practice is over now, chat. Yes, practice is over. Practice is over. Who won today? If I'm going to give it to anybody, you tell me. We looking at AI? We looking at the fake tracker? I think Deshaun, if I'm being honest, Deshaun had a solid day today. He did throw that interception, but after an interception, everybody, from what I'm seeing, some of the reports that I saw, they said that he bounced back pretty well. They said that after Deshaun Watson threw that interception, he ended up bouncing back very well. But he still threw an interception. Our guy through a couple practices haven't had one. We still got only 4 interceptions throughout camp. Deshaun Watson got 9 of them things. Dillon Gabriel got about 6 or 7. Our guy consistently is consistent. His numbers don't look the prettiest all the time. I would love for him to have a couple more touchdowns on this QB tracker overall. But we know they don't count all of his. We know that. Even from some of the clips today, I'm not saying that he had a TD that they didn't count. But what I am saying is, dog. What I am saying is, dog. For every good thing that Deshaun does, for every solid play that Deshaun has, for as consistent as some people say Deshaun Watson may be, right? Because a lot of people are saying he's consistent. A lot of people are saying Deshaun Watson has been getting better. So with that being said, I respect it. I'm here for it. I get it. But for every good thing Deshaun Watson does, he's sometimes making mistakes within that. I'm not trying to beat a dead horse. I'm just calling it straight down the line. I'm just calling it how I see it. And with Deshaun Watson, he had a solid day today. He had a solid day today. But with that interception that we saw, you done had a few of those, Deshaun. You done had a few of those. We got to eliminate that. We got to cut that out. We got to see more. We got to see more of this, Deshaun. If you want to really compete. If you want to really compete and say you in this battle, Deshaun, we got to see more of this. Consistent. We got to see more of this. Consistency. That's all I'm saying. But with our guy too, he is continuing to be consistent. He is continuing to consistently show up day in and day out. If we're looking at the AI tracker, if we look at the if we're looking at the AI tracker from today, training camp day 12, August 11th. Every time I see that, I keep on saying day 11, but you get the point. Day 12. Shedeur Sanders goes 17 for 25. Deshaun Watson goes 20 for 29. Dillon Gabriel goes 5 for 11. But those interceptions, as a quarterback, you got to take care of the ball. And this is why it's going to come down to Saturday. Who plays better? Who performs better? Deshaun Watson had a solid day today. He did. I wouldn't sugarcoat it. Deshaun Watson went with the ones today. And it seems like when Deshaun Watson goes with the ones, he just somehow, some way, always ends up with more reps. He just somehow, some way, always just ends up with more reps with the ones. Because this was yesterday with Shedeur Sanders going with the ones. We only had 23 attempts. Numbers were dang near similar. Only a few incomplete passes. And if we're looking at today, hey, compare the numbers. Men lie, women lie. Stats don't. This AI tracker, though, he be lying. But we're going to look at it anyway. We're going to talk about it anyway. We're going to debate it anyway. Right? We will. So, chat, you tell me who y'all got. Because some of the incompletions that Shedeur Sanders had today was damn near touchdowns. Shedeur Sanders should have had 2 touchdowns today. He missed Gage Larverdale on one of them. I'm going to show that clip here in a second. Shedeur should have had 2 touchdowns today. One he missed. The other was dropped by Denzel Boston. Nothing wrong with it. It happens. It happens. But if we look at these numbers, chat. If we look at what our guy 2 does after practice and before practice. He's out there after practice early, before practice, and out there after practice early, after. Out there early before, and after that. Look how many receivers he got with him now. Before it was just Wallace. Right? I see Jerry. I see Isaiah. I see KC. And of course Wallace there. Chat. Who picks the quarterback? Is it us? Is it Todd Monken? Or is it the team? Or is it the guys? Deshaun Watson must think he got this thing sold up. Because I only seen him stay after practice one time. And it's not a QB battle where we debate on who's staying after practice, who getting in extra work. But all I see, y'all, and the reason why I'm a goddamn believer, because at the end of the goddamn day, he shows up. He puts in the work. First one in, last one out. He's the epitome of what you want your quarterback to be. Yes, he's still in his development phase. Yes, he's still getting better. Somebody saying I got 1,000 that says Shedeur will be traded by Friday. Traded where? What? Hey, Debo, the nonsense that you spilling in the chat, we ain't for it. But let's go ahead and get to some of the chat comments. Please find a video of Shedeur Sanders 2 TDs. Why are they not recording 2 TDs? Shedeur Sanders had 2 touchdowns today. We know why they ain't recording it. Jimmy Haslam picks the quarterbacks. That's the whole point. Generational mistake. Jimmy not seeing what Shedeur has. Monken picks the starting quarterbacks in Cleveland. Nah, it's Haslam. They screwed Baker for Watson. That's why they can't make the same mistake again. Yeah, but Watson already gone. They ain't finna screw over Watson because Watson only played 19 games. There's nothing to screw over with Watson, chat. There's nothing to screw over with Watson. And hey, I'll take that 1,000 too. Because how the hell he gonna be traded by the end of the week when he's supposed to be going out here and competing for the starting quarterback job on Saturday? Dog, Debo. Nah, bro. If you playing for the other team, we appreciate it. But dog, you tripping. That's up to the chat though. That's up to the chat. Keep on blowing up the chat. But chat, is it true that Shedeur Sanders had 2 touchdowns today and they're still not counting it in the tracker? But somehow they magically always count Deshaun Watson 7 touchdowns and Dillon Gabriel's touchdowns. But where's Shedeur Sanders' touchdowns? I'm just asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend. Asking for a friend. We shall see them. Don't worry, chat. We go get to the interceptions that he threw. Because apparently they don't want us to be great. Apparently they don't want us to be great. This is what happened today to end practice, though. Last play of 11 on 11s for the day. Idea was to keep picking up first downs and keep the drive moving. On 4th and short, everyone is covered, and Shedeur Sanders takes off for the marker. But they say he stopped short, turnover on downs. Bullshit.
4 pounds in the tent, so we ain't gonna rumble.
Come on, baby. So if you get first downs, you'll keep on going. Shedeur Sanders takes off. Hey, we're going to see a decent amount of this year. And that boy looking a little faster. That boy looking a little faster. That boy looking a little faster, chat. Hey. You looking a little faster, chat. That boy looking like, hey, he got a little, hey. That's not a 4 flat. That's not a 4-2. But that's about a 4-6, 4-7. I'm here for it. I'm trying to find the touchdowns. I'm waiting for somebody to send it to me in the DMs. Don't trip. All right. But, hey. That boy, too, looking crisp, chat. That boy, too. Hey. I'm here for it all day. I'm here for it all day. Shedeur Sanders at the end of practice today. Kept moving the chains. So this was before this was a couple plays before that last play I just showed y'all. This is before that last play I just showed y'all. Right? So to end practice, they were going, right? To end practice, they were going up and down the field. Shedeur Sanders tried to end on a high note. I love that. That's a great ball. Good catch. Great ball. Good catch. But, chat, I'm just trying to figure out where our TD's at. Few people said, hey. Hey, chat, what y'all hating, man? Hey, that boy ain't running a 4.6 or 4.7. Hey, they said 4.5. Hold on, let's watch it again, chat. Y'all tripping, man. I think Shedeur was moving. I thought he was moving. Was he not moving, chat? Can we watch it again? I thought he was moving. Hold on. I thought 2 was moving, chat. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Was he not moving, chat? That's not a 4.6 or 4.7. Chat, hold on. That's not a 4.6 or 4.7. Come on, baby. Hold the wrist up. Come on, baby. Hey, chat. Hold on. What are we doing? What are we doing? Hold on. My bad, chat. My bad. That's on me. That's on me. Hey, this is not a 4647 chat. My bad. That's not a 4647. Asking for a friend. Come on, chat. Come on, baby. Hey, that boy, all I'm saying is he looking a little faster, chat. All I'm saying, he looking a little faster, just a little bit. Am I lying? Hey, they should have kept the chains moving just cause, though. That's kind of BS that they gonna call that short right there. That's messed up. It is what it is. It happens, though. But if we're looking at it, hey, where my touchdowns at? Where my touchdowns at? Where my touchdowns at? That's all I'm asking. Hey, that's all I'm asking, chat. What are touchdowns at? Why they playing with us? Why they don't want us to be great, chat? Hold on. This is for my guy in the chat. This is for my guy in the chat that's saying Shedeur Sanders going to be traded by this weekend.
Will end up being traded or released. Whispers that Shedeur Sanders will end up being traded or released and will not make the Cleveland Brown 53-man roster. The Shedeur Sanders chatter lives in a land of magical realism. What the F is that? All right, well, thanks for asking. This is where reality and fantasy get together, and you toss them into the blender with some pineapple and some veggies so you don't taste the veggies, and then you're good. Very healthy. Now, the trade rumors, I'm going to use the F word. I'm about to say the F word. Get ready to dump me, Mark. I'm about to say the F word. Are you ready? Okay, he's shaking his head yes. He said, don't do it, but I'm going to do it, Mark. I'm a rebel. I'm going to do it. I'm going to say the F word. Fugazi. I said it. Fugazi. Capital F. Listen, stop it. Stop it. As Andy Furman likes to say, I was born at night, but not last night. Come on. Nobody is trading for Shedeur because you're not acquiring a quarterback. You're buying a traveling circus. Sanders.
We're a traveling circus, huh, chat? We're a traveling circus.
Has a six-pack entourage.
We're a traveling circus, chat. That's what they're saying about us. Traveling circus. Yeah, all right. We will see. Because, Boog, I just wanted you to spotlight, man, because you said Shedeur Sanders going to be traded by this weekend. I bet a few thousand on that. I dang to bet one of my properties if you want to bet. Hey, Boog, can I bet one of my properties with you, big dog? I'm just saying. Come on, man. We got into the reporting from yesterday from Daniel. We saw it. I'm looking at your chat. The new tracker came out. Yes, the new tracker from today is out. If you haven't seen the tracker from today, let's go ahead and get into it if you're just now joining. All right? I'm only going to say that go through this about one or two more times, and then we're going to move on. All right, but if you're looking at the tracker from today, Shedeur Sanders goes 17 for 25, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Deshaun Watson goes 20 for 29, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Dillon Gabriel goes 5 for 11. 5 for 11, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Some people are saying Shedeur had a tutty today. I don't know, chat. I don't know. Did he? But let's hear how the inner practice shaped up. Let's hear Had an inner practice shaped up. Daniel Fousier, can we trust him? Can we trust him? Can we trust him? I think so. But Daniel Fousier, he retweeted somebody saying this. And this is Louis Reddick on ESPN, over at ESPN. There isn't time to have a traditional competition at the NFL level, or at least a QB competition. Teams have to get people ready to play. Reps are scarce. At some point, you must make a decision, and likely much sooner rather than later. And in many cases, the decision is made before the competition even begins. All that is needed is confirmation. Well, folks, I think we're going to have some confirmation come that first preseason game. I think we might have some confirmation come that first preseason game, chat. I think we might just get a little bit of confirmation come that first preseason game. But until then, I'm not ruling out nothing. I'm not ruling out nothing. All the quarterbacks, they should play Saturday. Deshaun Watson did throw another interception if you didn't see it. I'm not going to play it again because I kind of beat it like a dead horse earlier. But if y'all want me to play again, I will. All right? I'm about to show you the QB numbers throughout the entirety of camp. We're going to get into it here in 2 seconds. Be patient. All right? We're going to get into it. Don't you worry. We're going to get into it. Be patient. Be patient, please. All right? But do y'all agree with this statement right here, though? Y'all agree with what he's saying? And a lot of Watson dropbacks were sacks. I showed it. We talked about that earlier today. I showed you multiple sacks. Shedeur Sanders is playing with better timing than Deshaun Watson right now. You can tell within the clips that I'm showing. I think the quarterback decision will be made after the Chicago game. If they trade Shedeur, they definitely are taken, but they will not trade Shedeur Sanders. I don't think Deshaun Watson is going to look decent in the preseason, y'all. Boston did drop 2 touchdowns from Shedeur. He did. Yesterday and today. Well, yesterday he just didn't get one toe in. But, it'd be like that. But, I don't know. I'm still waiting to see what Deshaun going to look like during his first preseason game. He hasn't played in over 2 years. The game is a little faster. His processing will be a little bit behind. Just because the game speed is entirely different than practice speed. So Deshaun will have some rust. But with him having rust come Saturday when he's playing, how much rust will he have? That's the real question. How much rust will Deshaun Watson have? Because that is really what it's going to ultimately come down to. How much rust does he have? Because if he can go out there and cook, then he has a chance after the rust. But he hasn't played a game, y'all, in over 2 years. If you're thinking Deshaun Watson's about to come out here and really go crazy, you're kidding yourself. You're joking. If you're a Deshaun Watson fan today, he had a solid day. He had a solid day. He did throw an interception, but he had a solid day. He did. Come on now. But regardless, nothing matters until we get to Saturday. Nothing matters until we see what Saturday brings. Nothing matters. I told you I'm going to be in the building Saturday. Flying out to Chicago actually in a couple days. We will be in Chi-Town. We will be watching. We will be. This is one of Deshaun Watson's. I didn't show this earlier. This is one of his touchdowns. I don't know what kind of coverage they was in. But I see multiple blown coverages today. Deshaun Watson had one like this. Dillon Gabriel had one like this. I didn't show it earlier, so I'm showing it now. Didn't show it earlier, so I'm showing it now. All right. But if you're a Deshaun Watson fan, dog, he had a solid day today. He had a solid day today. The numbers are right here. You see them. I see them. But the numbers say nothing. The numbers from yesterday are right here. Yesterday, the quarterbacks, Shedeur Sanders had 3 TDs, even though we counted 4. Deshaun Watson had 2 TDs. Had a solid day. Shedeur Sanders today had a solid day. If you're a fan of Deshaun Watson had a solid day. He had the better day today, at least from the clips that I saw. But a lot of his passes, I slowed a few of them down, and a lot of them were sacks. But that's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. But I want to get into this real quick. One last
Shedeur
time.
Sanders. This is a total hypothetical coming from me. That Shedeur Sanders is improving, and they just might think he's not ready to start the season.
Yeah.
But especially with the offensive line.
So this is what I mean once again by saying that they're talking in between both sides of their mouth. How can Shedeur Sanders be improving, but he's not ready to start when he started last year? How can he be improving? And y'all saying that he's improving. At one point, he was looking better than Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is now a part of the party. But how can he be improving, but he's not ready to start? How can he get started 7 games last year, but he's not ready to start? How does that work? Let's listen to it again, because maybe I ain't hear you.
Shedeur Sanders. This is a total hypothetical coming from me. That Shedeur Sanders is improving, and they just might think he's not ready to start the season.
Yeah.
But especially with the offensive line, totally rebuilt. Let's let him gel a little bit.
Why? If he's improving, if he's looking better, if he started 7 games for us last year, then what were you talking about? What were we waiting on? What is the real discussion that we're having here? Because it's not making sense. Not at all. Because if he started 7 games last year, if he played with a horrible offensive line last year, and this offensive line is probably just a little bit better, then how can you even justify with him not even starting the season? Because once again, it goes to the topic at hand. What more do we need to see from Deshaun Watson? I hope he does well in the preseason, but I hope Shedeur does better. So that way it's undebatable. I hope Deshaun Watson does ball, so that way hopefully next year he can get another shot somewhere else. But it's time to turn the page. 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 Period. Point blank. It's time. It's time. But I'm going to let you
Caller wanted to say that yesterday.
on.
Yeah, we had a caller who wanted to say that yesterday. I'm sorry. I was going to make you wait for 5 minutes until I gave you my answer. I give you my answer right now. It's absolutely plausible. It is absolutely 100% plausible. Whether you are a big-time pick or whether you're a late round.
Accept that.
Well, I'm sorry. They're just going to have to start accepting some reality at some point because it could be very well the truth, and we could find out very publicly, like, yeah, he's worthy of being on the roster. He's just not worthy of starting right now.
Is that a
He's worthy of being on the roster, but he's just not worthy of starting right now. Well, sir, he started 7 games for y'all last year. That's more than Deshaun Watson has started in the last 2 years. I'm just saying. In chat, I told you, the tracker, we're taking with a grain of salt. We're taking it with a grain of salt. The tracker, we're taking with a grain of salt. The tracker is not the Bible. The tracker is not end all be all. Yes, definitely shout out to Skip, a.k.a. Drip Bayless. SO to Drip Bayless. SO to him. But if we being honest, if we talking about it, if we having a conversation, if we having a discussion, we know what's up. We know what's up. So, which side of the aisle that you gonna stand on?
Terrible thing?
No.
Is that the worst thing in the world?
It's not the best thing in the world, but it's certainly the worst thing in the world is him to not be employed in the NFL. That's what the worst thing in the world is, but that is totally reasonable.
Shedeur Sanders. This is total hypothetical coming from.
He's good enough to just be on the team. But we don't want him to start, though. We don't want him to go out there and be actually good, though. We don't want him to go out there and actually ball and show everybody and prove everybody wrong. Come on, man. What are we talking about? What are we really talking about? What's the discussion that we really having? Come on, man. People need to cut it out. Just cut it out. Let it be. Shedeur getting traded? Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Real quick, though. Next clip. Let me roll it. Let's get into it before we go ahead and get up out of here. Let me show y'all these numbers one more time. If you're just now coming in, you're just not tuning in. Let's go ahead and look at the numbers once again from today. You see them. Numbers from today. You see them right there. Not the gospel. Not the truth. We're taking it with a grain of salt, as you know. You know that. Taking it with a grain of salt. The numbers are what they are. They are what they are, folks. All right. So leave it at that. Let it be. Now, let's get into one last conversation as we close today. Day 12 out. Deshaun Watson, you want a winner for today? We can give it to him. Had a solid day. Bounced back from the interception that he threw. He bounced back. But real quick, you know the propaganda going to consistently start, though. The separator right now, if there is one, is in the ball moving down the field during certain periods. The simulation periods of the ball moving downfield, if we're taking a look at it, if we're talking about it, not in drills, not in total quality throws or sharing that goes with alternating stuff. Watson has had more productive ball movement and sessions than Shedeur Sanders at this point. From Zach Jackson. We know he on a Mount Rushmore. We know he on the Mount Rushmore. Then somebody commented said just last week Watson couldn't move the ball and get it down the field. I'm happy somebody said it. And Sanders was throwing TDs. I'm happy somebody said it. That is correct. Partially because they were hardly any ball moving drills, but it has flipped. Has it really? Has it really? Because somebody that was there said, I just watched Shedeur convert multiple third downs and move the ball downfield before he tucked and ran it. While Watson got a first down and fumbled the snap on the third to end his turn. So who do we believe, chat? Zach Jackson. We gonna make room for you, my guy, on that Mount Rushmore. Don't trip, big dog. Don't trip. Don't trip. So that way y'all see the whole conversation. Don't trip. But y'all, come on now. So much fake news, so much fake stuff. Zach Jackson, you literally, in one breath, said that, hey, let's go back to it. To separate right now is Deshaun moving the ball down the field. Then you responded to my guy right here, and you said just last week what? Just last week, Watson couldn't get the ball down the field, but he said this is correct. Well, if it's correct, my kind sir, then what are we talking about? But it has flipped. There has been more. Come on, dog. Which is it? Which is it? I'm just asking for a friend. Asking for a friend. But now let's go ahead and get into this. Next clip.
And said about the quarterback competition, shedding more light on where things stand. Have a listen.
When Mary Kay asked if they're even Steven, and then you mentioned that Deshaun's got just better.
Hold on.
We remember this from yesterday, right?
I said Deshaun's better.
Were you saying that he's gotten better since camp, or that he was better than?
That's right.
Oh, I don't think I threw in there that he's better than Shedeur. I'm not sure I went that far, but I appreciate you trying to trap me in that.
I'm not.
That's good.
Yeah. No.
And maybe it wasn't a trap. It's just an effort to clarify. But you do need to be careful in how you frame those questions. You don't want it to look like you're trying to play gotcha with someone.
No. I think what he was trying to, what he needed to clarify is kind of exactly what I'm saying. Wait, you insinuated that Deshaun needs to be better, and he's been better this week. So how not better was it last week? In fact, tell us that. It obviously wasn't very good when you weren't telling us that. I think that's a little bit where he was like, wait, is he saying he's better or he needs to be better? But yeah, I found that to be a pretty monumental comment there by Todd Monken. Again, I don't really give a damn about any of this. I've come to the part with this quarterback competition that it's Shedeur Sanders, it's Shedeur Sanders, it's Shedeur Sanders. I almost am like, the more I go through it, I almost go, why even waste your time with Deshaun Watson, really? I mean, do you think he's the future of your franchise? I doubt it. Come on. I doubt it. And, it's just that the fans, everybody, are just not going to accept Deshaun Watson being the starter. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if he goes out there in the preseason game, the first preseason, gets booed. And then when Shedeur gets in, I just think it's inevitable. So I don't know if they just want to do it, or like we always talk about, do they want to make sure they get the team right before they put Shedeur in there? I don't know, but it's going to be Shedeur at some point, and it'll.
So it might as well, if it's going to be Shedeur at some point, Chad. If it's going to be Shedeur at some point, then what are we wasting time for? Why must we waste time if it's going to be Shedeur? Deshaun Watson is not a part of the future in Cleveland. He's not. You're not going to re-sign him. So what are we wasting time for? I know why. Because you do got him on the books for $40 million. He's only played 19 games for y'all in the last 5 years. Might as well toss him out there, right? See what he has still. No. New head coach, new offensive line, new defensive coordinator, new team, new vibes, new energy. Deshaun Watson is a part of the old regime. Deshaun Watson is a part of the old, how should I say this? The old muck, the old stain. You know that one stain that just won't come out of your clothes? That one stain that just won't come out of the couch? Deshaun Watson, he's still part of that stain. That's the old, that's not the new Cleveland. Deshaun, you're not a part of the new Cleveland movement, baby. I'm sorry. You got to wood of Myles Garrett. You basically said that we're building for the future. So if we're building for the future, then what we still wasting time for? If we got all these young gunners, all these young players, just revamp the offensive line. Went crazy in the draft last year, getting Quinshon Judkins, Carson Schwarzenegger, Mason Graham. So what are we wasting time for? What are we really still talking about? Why waste time? Give it the new Cleveland movement to get lost. You right. SO the lady PC 67. SO the lady PC 67. She said, I don't think Haslam cares what we think. There shouldn't be a battle if they care what the fans want. That's true. But Miss Lady, she said, now we got to get rid of the old owner. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't selling that team for nut team. But Miss, you make up a good point. Haslam said, hey, I still want a little bit of my money back. I just want a little bit of my money back. Deshaun Watson will be the highest paid backup in the league at $46 million. If he can spend new money on a new stadium, that $46 million salary ain't nut team. To be quite honest with you, I think they're just putting more pressure on Shedeur Sanders to see how he continues to respond to it. I believe that they are just showing Shedeur Sanders, hey, the job is yours if you take it, if you ball, if you consistently show up day in and day out. They should already give it to Shedeur, in my opinion. The Vikings definitely ended their quarterback the battle. Y'all saw that? The Vikings, hey, you know we was reporting on it, right? You know we was talking about it, right? The Vikings did what today? Come on now. What the Vikings do today? Real quick. Sidebar. Somebody brought it up in the chat. I wasn't going to talk about it until later on my sports show later on tonight, but we here. We here. The Vikings got it right, but that's because J.J. McCarthy, boy. That's crazy. In recent years, from Anthony Richardson to J.J. McCarthy, there's been some busts out here in the league, baby. J.J. McCarthy, you were just taking 12th overall last year. No, not last year, the year before. But you see it? ESPN sources. The Vikings have named Kyler Murray as their starting quarterback. The head coach, Kevin O'Connell, has informed the team that Kyler Murray has been named the starting QB. You know what I want? I want the same thing, the same topic, but I need Shedeur face right there. The Vikings QB battle is over. It's over. The Vikings QB battle is over. Man. Come on, man. Come on, chat. What are we talking about, chat? What are we talking about? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. SO to the Vikings for making a decision. If I said, hey, at the end of the day, we know where to put our money. We know where we're going to go with the future. We know that the past, JJ, we gave you a shot. We gave you a chance. But hey, JJ McCarthy, Kyler Murray now that guy. Kyler Murray's now that guy. He is now him. Kyler Murray said no more locked doors. It's just me, myself, and I. Real quick. Get off of Shedeur for just 2 seconds, chat.
I'm surprised it's done before the preseason games.
I am too.
Now, I know the way this is going to go. It's going to be like J.J. McCarthy, so terrible, that it's so obvious they're just going to go ahead and do it now, based on how poorly J.J. McCarthy's handled everything, because everything seems to be thrown in this young man's lap. And I would push back on that again, even though I'm not there and fully, as you know, accountable for
2 seconds, chat.
my bias when it comes to him because of our alma mater, our mutual institution of higher learning. I think they did this because of two things. One, it helps the team to just get ready. We're not splitting reps anymore. It's go time. It's preseason football now, and it's as many reps as Kyler Murray can get now. It's to the benefit to this team. And the other thing as well is that I was saying this before. I said this when Murray signed.
Did you?
Well, unfortunately for J.J. McCarthy, that's the end of that.
Facts. One QB battle is over. Breaking news, chat. I'm sorry. Sidebar. We'll get back to Shedeur Sanders in a second. But, chat, one team has already seen the writing on the wall. Before they even played the first preseason game, they said, hey, we got our starter. We got our number one. We're going to start going ahead, focusing on the future, building on the future, moving forward. That is what we need to do from here on out. Move forward. Hey, J.J. McCarthy, you had your shot, baby. That battle is not over with. JJ, I wish you the best. But I knew it was going to be Kyler's job when he first stepped on the field, my guy. On the field. So, SO to Kyler Murray, winning that quarterback job. SO to Kyler Murray for, proving that he's better. Kyler Murray, this is your revamped season, though. Kyler Murray, this is a season where you got to bounce back, big dog. Kyler Murray, this is the season where, if you don't perform this year, you're out. You're done in the league, period. Former number 1 overall pick. They kicked you out. They wrote you off out there in Arizona. Said you don't even watch film. You ain't even worth. Cut you. They said, yeah, we'll just get rid of him. After paying you M's. Paid you over 150 M's. I didn't think you deserved it. But you got a lot to prove this year, my guy. A lot to prove. But SO to Kyler Murray. Being named the starter before the preseason games even start. That mean that battle wasn't much of a battle. That mean that battle wasn't much of a battle, chat. Chat, I'm sorry. I know we getting sidebarred. I know we veering off to the left a little bit, chat. My apologies. I know we are. But at the same time, we got to talk about this, though. Because this is a quarterback battle we was watching. This is a quarterback battle we were tuned in for. This is a quarterback battle we wanted to see. And now I want the Cleveland Browns to do the same thing. I want the Cleveland Browns to do the same thing. I need them to do the same thing. Rich, we're going to let you finish, though.
Because Kyler Murray is a first overall selected player who is insanely inexpensive. Notice I didn't say cheap. I'm trying to be consistent around here.
Yeah, I understand.
$1.3 million. That's all it costs the Minnesota Vikings right now. 1-year deal. He's on a no-tag deal as well. So he's got a free path to free agency through the 2026 season, and the Vikings are fully aware of that. They are fully aware of what happened the last time they let someone out of the building who was a veteran. They are fully aware that guy went somewhere else to win the Super Bowl. And they are, I think, determined to not let that happen again. And if this is the way they could get Kyler Murray to go to Minnesota, then so be it. And they want to see what Kyler Murray 2.0 can look like.
Yes. And they should. They should.
Whatever was going down in Arizona, who the heck knows? There was a lot.
It definitely was.
There was a lot. There were coaching changes, front office change. There was a contract that was really weird that they gave to him after.
Yeah. They put in that contract that you got to watch more film, my guy. They put in that contract that you ain't doing enough, Kyler. So, Kyler Murray, I believe in you. I got faith in you. My bad, y'all. That was just a net in here. What we got going on? Oh, my goodness. But Kyler Murray, baby, you got to be better. You got to do better. There's a lot riding on you this year. I got faith in you. Not a lot. I believe in you. Not much. But hey, Kyler, it's either put up or shut up now. Kyler Murray, it's either put up or shut up now. From here on out. It's either you're going to shut up, show up, and show out. Or next year, you're going to be out the league, my guy. Because Minnesota, if they bad, if they ain't good, they just going to draft the quarterback next year. So, Kyler Murray, welcome to your last shot. I wish you nothing but the best, the very best. But now we got to get back to Shedeur, chat. My bad. Had to get a nice little sidebar in there because that clip going to go. I got to get ready to post that later. All right, talking about Kyler Murray, breaking news. Got to go ahead and get that in. But now if we're getting back to Shedeur, you know why the people who once said Dillon Gabriel was a supercomputer, why they quiet now? Because of this. They said Dillon Gabriel was a supercomputer. Dillon Gabriel, you was once a supercomputer, wasn't you? Super what? A super what? Dillon Gabriel, you was once a supercomputer once upon a time? Huh? Dillon Gabriel, I need you to come to the front of the congregation real quick. Not because of that, but because people start putting you back in this quarterback competition. People start saying that you was better than Shedeur Sanders. And we know. Dog, that is just not the case. So this quarterback battle is only between two people. Unlike the Minnesota Vikings. We still got to get to the preseason games before we can name our starting quarterback. And it's between two people. That last guy I just showed, he was a third-round pick. He was drafted before Shedeur Sanders. And he's not even in the conversation. Some people try to bring him in the conversation, but I just showed you a couple clips. And the other day, I really showed you some clips. So this competition is between two people. Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders. I got my money on Shedeur. He said it looked like Pee Wee football out there with Dillon. Oh, you ain't lying. But with this quarterback being between Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders, I just want y'all to know we got a few more days until it's really time. We got a few more days until we really see where the rubber meets the road. We got a few more days when we really see who's him and who's not. We got a few more days where we really see who is our QB1. I told you, when I go to this Bears game on Saturday, I told you, when I go to this Bears game on Saturday, I'm going to be locked in. I ain't going to be playing with nobody. I ain't going to be saying this. I ain't going to be saying that. I'm going to be in the stands giving y'all this. I'm going to be in the stands just like I was this day. Y'all see us in the camera roll. Look, I had even my Chicago Bears fans out there. Why you streaming? What you shouting for? He just completed a pass on us. What you shouting for? That's because that's my guy. That's my favorite quarterback in the league. Tom Brady retired, baby. I needed somebody else. Shoot, I've been watching since that boy was in high school. You feel me? I was watching the Mac Prep show. You feel me? When they was on Mac Prep, when they was, overtime, before they got to Colorado, before they got to Jackson State, I've been. So you don't think I'm going to go to the stadium and cheer for my guy? Even though I'm in my city? Come on, baby. I support all my people, wherever I go. Yeah, deep down, I still wanted the Bears to win. But I wanted Shedeur to do good. I wanted him to look good. But now it's going to be tough. Because now I'm really, I'm part of this new Cleveland movement, baby. So now I want Shedeur to go out there and, I ain't saying I want them boys to win, but shit, I damn near do. But, it come down to it, though. I don't got no dog in the fight this Saturday. I ain't going to lie to you. I just want Shedeur Sanders to go out there and ball. Period. And then we don't play each other during the season this year, so I don't got to worry about that. That's why we playing during the preseason. So at the end of the day, I'm cheering for both squads. At the end of the day, I'm rooting for both squads. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be just out there just like that. So Saturday, once again, make sure y'all tune in. Saturday for the recap after the game. I will be in Chicago. I am flying to the city this weekend. Of course, I'm going to kick it with the fam. Of course, I'm going to see everybody. Hey, what's up? What's up? But best believe, I'm going to give y'all footage. And I'm going to tell you what I see with my own, too. I'm just giving it raw to you. And I'm just being honest. So make sure y'all tune in and come this Saturday after the game. What time the game start? For you guys on Eastern time, I need you to be here around 4 o'clock Eastern. Maybe even around 3 p.m., depending on how long the game is. Maybe even 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. I will be right here. After the bullets start flying, after we really see with our own two eyes what each quarterback does, I will be right here to report it. And I'm going to give you the raw, the truth, and the real. Told you, I'm going to be out there. I'm going to bring, the footage going to be loaded too. From the game. From me out there. Shedeur. Deshaun. Hey, Caleb. Come on, baby. Hey, y'all know the Bears, we got us one. That boy Caleb Williams like that. That boy is on the cover this past season. That boy is him. Chi-Town, we got us one. But we gonna get into all that later. Right now, it's Shedeur talk. But make sure y'all tune in Saturday. That's all I'm saying. That's all. Also, real quick, we still got a lot of people in here. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. But I know everybody that's still in here, y'all rock with me. So I appreciate that. But Shedeur, hey, my guy, as we end this day 12, keep cooking. Even right here, when we got to scramble, got to get up out of there. Ooh, that's a first down. Should have kept the ball moving. I want to see a highlight TD in the red zone. But it's all good. It's all good in the hood. But that was one of my favorite plays from today. Besides the touchdown that Boston dropped. But besides the point, though, let's show, actually, hold on, before I get back into the tracker. Hold on. Before I get back into the tracker, chat, I got to show you this. All right? I got to show you this. Because, man, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. This is a nice little route by Gage Larverdan. Gage Larverdan might just make the team because him and Shedeur, they got these subtle connections, man. They got these little subtle connections. See Jared Verse over there on the sideline. Look at them checking things at the line, making sure everybody's set. Oh, still got it out. This was towards the end of practice, chat. And then the very next play, that's when he ran. So I wanted to show this because I want to show the sequence. They should have let my man finish. I would have gave him the first down and say, hey, finish in the goal line. Let's go score. But this is the play before last. You see the blitz. See him coming off the edge. At the end of the day, though. All right, so this is the play before last in practice. They're moving up and down the field, trying to get first down. Shedeur moved them all the way down the field. This is the play that he had before he took off and ran. I just wanted to show the sequence. All right. Dana, the offensive line is trash, though, today. Every clip I've seen. Free rusher off the edge. Got to hurry up and get rid of it. He ain't jumped. Still got the ball over him. That is not a sack. That is not a sack. That is a hell of a ball play. Free rusher, you got to put it on him. You got to put it on. At this point, you a sitting duck. At this point, you got two options. Either drop or throw that boy right over him. Hey, we'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. But anyway, before we get up out of here, looking at the tracker one last time. All right, Shedeur Sanders, 17 for 25. 0 TDs, 0 interceptions. Deshaun Watson, 20 for 29. 1 TD, 1 interception. Dillon Gabriel, 5 for 11. 1 TD, 1 interception. You tell me who had the better day. From reports, Deshaun did his thing today after throwing that 1 interception. So we're going to give it to Deshaun. He had a solid day today. But in my opinion, from yesterday's practice, Shedeur was him, per usual. SO to the tracker, though. SO to the tracker. So far, the first 5, 6, 7, 8 days was Shedeur. Deshaun came back, took about 2 or 3 of them. And then it's been a couple ties because they both done well. But the NFL, if we're being honest, just a sidebar, they got a development problem. J.J. McCartney, benched. Justin Fields, first-round pick, benched. J.J. McCartney was a first-round pitch, benched. Zach Wilson, benched. Dillon Gabriel, third-round pick, benched. Anthony Richardson, benched. Kenny Pickett, out of there, first-round pick. Trey Lance, Trey Lance, benched. Mac Jones, benched, over with. Will Levis, benched. Does the NFL have a development problem? Just asking for a friend. We're going to get into that in tonight's episode, though. So make sure y'all come and stay tuned for the night because we're going to get into it all. Sports Talk coming at you later on tonight. And I got some Nolan Wills updates, and we're going to get into that later on. So if you want to know anything about the Nolan Wills case, yes, I've been covering it. Yes, these last few, I want to say probably the last week and a half, I've been kind of slowing down off of it just because I was waiting for real updates. And these idiots keep on going on platforms to continue to do podcasts and things like that. We're going to get into that later. So if you want to come tune in for Nolan Wills' topic and Nolan Wills' updates, make sure you tune in later. But as far as our guy, Shedeur Sanders, those are the numbers from today. I felt like Deshaun Watson kind of had a solid day after throwing that interception. You can tell me what you saw, the QB tracker. And then this is coming from somebody who was there. All right, I want to show y'all somebody who was there. All right, so real quick, I'm going to show y'all his tape. I don't know too much about my guy, but hold on. Actually, let me get 2 seconds. So this is my guy, Flo. All right, Fallout Flo. Okay. My guy. He was there. All right, I just want to show this before I show this next clip. He was there. All right. I usually don't do this, but he was there at camp, and I'm going to show y'all his opinion real quick. All right, because he talked about this QB tracker. He did. And this is somebody that was there at camp today. You just saw the footage. Let's go ahead and get into what he had to say before we go ahead and get up out of here for the day. Fallout, come holler at us.
With y'all, I'm on my way home right now. In the next 30 minutes, I'll be home, and I'm sparking up soon as I walk in the motherfucking door, chat. Word to bro, I'm sparking up soon as I hit the door. But before I get home, I had to drop this video on the quarterback tracker. It's very confusing, and it makes me scratch my fucking head, literally. To sit up here and tell me with my own eyes, I went out there to training camp and watched practice, and you telling me Shedeur Sanders got 4 less reps than Deshaun Watson? I got to be crazy as fuck. I got to be the insane one then. Yo, it's literally me and other fans sitting there like, where's Shedeur at? Shedeur not getting a lot of reps because I told y'all, like I tweeted, Shedeur Sanders had to split those second-team reps with Dillon Gabriel. Shedeur split those reps like that, it made me wonder, when Shedeur days up with first team, does he get primarily all the reps like that? And does Deshaun splitting reps with Dillon Gabriel look exactly the same? That is my $1 million question. Hell yeah, y'all. We were sitting there the whole time like, damn, Deshaun getting hella reps. I thought damn near, I knew for sure Deshaun had 30 reps. I just didn't know how many Shedeur had. But, talk to y'all more about it when I get home. Please, tap the fuck in when I get home. I got...
Go ahead, tap it to him. Show him some love, chat. But I just want to give you some reports from somebody who was actually there in the building. Excuse his language. I don't agree with the language. Y'all know I curse from time to time too. It'd be like that. Sometimes, but you can use other words too. But I just wanted to show y'all that because that goes to show you the tracker is not the gospel. G. Bush hasn't been at camp the last 2 days. All right, that's why I haven't showed too much of Garrett Bush his takes. But he hasn't been there in the last few days. He haven't had too many updates from him. Y'all know that's usually our go-to source. But if we're being honest and if we're really talking about it, and if we're having a conversation, we're having a discussion about it, man, you got to understand. You got to understand that QB tracker is not law. And right now there has been a movement. Right now there has been a movement. I didn't get into this earlier, and I was going to show this one tweet earlier from Daniel Fousier. And now, to be quite honest with you, I'm going to show it. Because now he just proved it to be legitimate. And I was going to get up out of here, chat. But now that he said that and he was there with his own 2 eyes and he saw it, I want to bring this up. Because I kind of want to talk about it. And this was before today. This was before today, chat. This was before today. All right. So before today, the reps. That's what he's talking about. That's what he just brought up. It's the reps, right? It's the reps. Let's look at it. Let's talk about it. Boog asked a question. This was yesterday. Went to total up the reps amount since last Wednesday through today of Browns practices. Watson has 115. Shedeur has 90. How many reps with first team, Boog said? Well, let's figure it out. Daniel Fousier. This is why we track everything. Before Saturday, Deshaun Watson had 37, or Shedeur Sanders had 37 reps with the ones. Deshaun Watson had 29. After Saturday, Shedeur has 37 reps with the ones, and Deshaun Watson has only 60 goddamn 3. Well, he has 63. So, chat, the reports just may be true. Deshaun Watson is starting to get more reps than Shedeur Sanders. How much should we look into it? I don't know. That's for y'all to decide. That's for y'all to decide. But at the end of the day, the reps are not starting to balance. The reps are not starting to balance out. Deshaun Watson is starting to get more reps, chat. This is going to get interesting. This is going to get interesting. And then if we're talking about it, if we're being honest, they say Shedeur, right? His operation isn't that good. His operation isn't good, right, chat? But if we're going to have a conversation, good day in pads. Boston had a ton of catches in team. Deep TD pass to Bond was a play of the day. Verse against Fano has become the must-see stuff. Today was much cleaner operational. Only a blip was a few plays with the twos where Monken called the team back to the huddle. Interesting. So now that narrative is starting to spin again. Interesting. Interesting, right, chat? So are they trying to deceive us? Is a quarterback battle really a quarterback battle? Shoo. Y'all gonna tell me. Y'all tell me. But tomorrow we're gonna get into this topic. But I just want to leave y'all with that. Tomorrow, chat, we will get into it more. I promise you we're gonna get into it some more. But I just want to leave y'all with that. I just want to put it on your brain. That's all. Because I see what I see. I see what I see with my own two eyes. So we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. So, with that being said, chat, with another day in the books, day 12, we will continue to talk about it. We will continue to have these discussions. And we going to continue to see what's true and what's real with this quarterback battle. So with that being said, God bless you. Take care. And guess what? I will see you for sure, tomorrow for day 13 of training camp. Hit that like button. Hit that follow button. And please, please, please do me this one favor. Please do me this one favor. Make sure you send this video to your daddy, your mama, your best friend of another friend. Let Johnny, let Timmy. Don't forget about little Susie too. Make sure you send this to little Susie. Little Susie needs these gems. And, let Josh just move across the street from little Susie. You got to make sure he gets these gems too. So please, my friends, send this to everybody. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for always tuning in. Day 13 coming at you tomorrow. And you see something that we already got to dispel. You see some stuff we already got to talk about, chat. Woo! Day 13. We're going to get into it all and more. Or we might get into it tonight. I guess we'll see and find out. Hit that like button on your way out. Deuces. I'll see you soon, chat. We out.
Hey, we live now, really.